Senator Ochoa Bogh.
Thank you, Mr. President and members. I'm taking a full breath because I want my adrenaline to come down. My heart's beating so fast right now. And we had some notes because I knew that I would get really riled up, and I want to be frontal lobe thinking and not primal in my brain of trying to express my thoughts this morning to my colleagues who I wholeheartedly respect. While I believe that vaccines are an important public health tool that we have and encourage all to consult with their doctors and consider getting vaccinated, I rise today as a parent with strong concerns about the implications of this measure. This bill would empower vulnerable populations of children to consent to medical treatment that they likely know little about without the guidance or knowledge of a caregiver or parent. At 12 years of age, a child's brain is still forming, and their reasoning skills are not always fully developed. I think we can all agree on that. A minor is any person below the age of adulthood who is still legally under the authority and supervision of their parents. Do we hear that? A minor. Legal definition. An emancipated minor is one who has proven to the court that they are mature enough to make their own decisions, manage their finances, and that emancipation is the best path for them. Parents and guardians know their children best, which is why they are currently required to furnish information about the child's medical history, prior allergic reactions, and overall well-being. Personally, I didn't know I was allergic to penicillin because of the reaction that I had as a baby until my mom told me later on as an adult. Parents are also required by federal law to be provided with significant paperwork regarding side effects to each vaccine, how to detect signs of adverse reaction in children, and emergency protocols. Under this bill, if a minor child consents to vaccination without parental knowledge and has a reaction, the parent may not recognize the vaccine reaction symptoms, which can put the child at further risk. All of these reasons why vaccine decisions should be made between parents, children, and a healthcare provider. This bill is one of many that we have seen seeking to remove the important role of parents. As a strong believer in the power of the family unit, I urge all of us to consider the broader implications of the decisions we make here. As we are making decisions that empower healthy families to make the decisions that are best for their families, or we are mandating from the top down what we think is best. I'm going to go off script right now, and I'm going off the heart right now. I've been here only a year and a half, not very long. But I've seen and I've been listening carefully to what my colleagues have been stating here. What motivates your bills, what's in your heart, and sometimes what motivates your bills. Sometimes we get myopic. We focus on one particular bill and the merits of that bill. And I can see that sometimes we vote because it sounds warm and fuzzy. It's something that, okay, it sounds really good. But here's the thing, colleagues. Coming from out there into here, sometimes the implications of the bills that we have an impact that doesn't come right away, but it comes 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now. And what do I mean by that? I heard once from one of my colleagues that we can't legislate values. But let me reassure you that what we legislate becomes our values, or a reflection of the values that some of us have. A vote today on this bill a no vote, let me just clarify. A no vote on this bill does not implicate the fact that we don't believe in vaccination, as they are readily available now to anyone who chooses to be vaccinated. It's not a matter of cost, because it's readily accessible. California legislature, the governor, has made it possible for that to happen, for anyone to have that capacity to make that choice. But a no vote on this bill today means that you believe that the parent fundamentally, or the caregiver fundamentally, has the ability to seek the resources and make decisions that is best for their child and their family. We are empowering them, not disenfranchising a parent or a family. The most fundamental unit of any society. We know that healthy families are fundamental to a healthy community, a healthy society, a healthy state, and a healthy country. We know that. But when we pass legislation where we take away the parent's ability to participate in their child's upbringing, well-being, what values are you promoting and conveying? That's what a no vote or a yes vote will mean on this. Not the fact that the vaccines are not available, because they are, to everyone and anyone who chooses to have them. The other thing I wanted to mention is that moving forward, the notion of a precedence, because we've done it before, where minors could get a vaccine, doesn't make it so that this is okay. That just makes it that we're furthering, stripping away, chipping away at a parent's responsibility and ability to parent. I hate to say this, but government can only provide the framework in which people can choose to pursue life, liberty, and happiness. When we start overreaching and mandating and telling people what they can and cannot do, colleagues, let's rethink where we're going. Where are our values pushing us to? To the point where we say parents are no longer necessary. Just a couple of months ago, the Sacramento Bee had an article about the reading scores of California being at the very bottom across the state, in comparison to across the state. And you know what one of the suggestions that they had on that article? What would make an impact and a difference in that? Parent engagement. Parent engagement would make a significant impact in our reading scores. So you see, as a body today, will we empower parents with resources and the ability, the autonomy to make decisions and bring harmony to that family? Or will strip that right away? Colleagues, be visionaries in your legislation. Be visionary in the way that your values will be manifested based on legislation moving forward 20, 30, and 40 years from now. Once again, a no vote today does not mean you're anti-vaccine. It just means that you believe that parent involvement and engagement is crucial in making an impact and a difference in a child's life. I respectfully ask for a no vote.